Ah, Neji Hyuga, such a complete and utter waste of potential. Neji was first introduced in the Chunin exams. He was portrayed as a jaded, cynical ninja for reasons we would come to understand. Neji is a member of the side branch of the Hyuga clan, whose destiny is to be fated to die protecting the main branch. This caused some friction between Neji and his cousin Hinata. The two are matched up to fight in the Chunin exams, and it's here Kishimoto serves to show how the two branches are at odds. The side branch is basically treated as no better than slaves by the main branch. Neji's own father died protecting Hinata's father, and for that Neji resents Hinata quite immensely. This leads to him basically kicking the crap out of her in their fight, because as the manga makes it clear, Neji is way more talented than Hinata, but he is not destined for greatness. He is meant to die sacrificing himself for her. The imagery Kishimoto uses is frequently that of a caged bird. Neji doesn't believe people can change themselves, but as Naruto and Hinata point out, that's literally what he's trying to do. When he fights Naruto, he tells him of the Hyuga's practices, and the seal on his forehead that's to activate when he dies. But Naruto convinces him that fate is something that can be changed. Destiny doesn't exist. Even though we later find out that that's not true. Naruto was completely wrong here, as he is the most destined child of them all. Eventually Hihashi meets with Neji and tells him the truth of his father's death, and now Neji feels free. The scene shows a bird flying from a cage as though now it's free. Neji plays a role in the Sasuke retrieval arc where he defeats Kitamaro. It plays out like a death scene, and if Neji had died here, this would have felt like a more dignified end, but of course he turned out to be alright. The last we see of Neji in part 1 is him having tea with Hinata in the main branch, suggesting that tensions between the two branches are beginning to fall. So things are looking up for Neji.
I'm gonna make it after all.
And then Neji proceeds to do nothing for most of part 2. He makes sporadic appearances here and there, but he doesn't really do anything. There's one part at the beginning of the war where Neji and Hinata are fighting together, where Hihashi tells Neji's father about how they are working together. We never got to see Neji meet his father because, of course we didn't. Then you all know what happened. Studio Pro began making The Last around 2012, which probably solidified Naruto and Hinata as the endgame couple. But Kishimoto had no way to organically put them together, so what did he do? He killed off Neji. He takes the blow meant for Naruto and Hinata and dies. Yes, Kishimoto admitted that he killed Neji off so he could play Cupid for Naruto and Hinata. Neji died for a pairing. So Neji doesn't amount to much. He's the only one of the Konoha 12 to die, and dies before he can really get started. People may say Sakura was the character Kishimoto did the dirtiest, and she's definitely up there, but honestly, when your panel in the epilogue is a shot of your grave, I don't know what else to tell you. Also, what kind of sense does it make that Neji has to die young while Orochimaru gets to live forever? What kind of justice is that? Yes, Boruto is named for Neji in Japanese. Basically, the idea is that Neji was the screw that bolted Naruto to Hinata. Yeah. Come to think of it, I don't think Neji was even mentioned in the last. Make me wonder if they were aware that he was going to die at all. All in all, Neji never lived up to his potential. We saw his character grow from being someone who looked down on ninjas that were lesser than him, and saw him become a kinder character because of Naruto's influence. Did the Hyuga clan change for the better? No, not really. Neji's grave at the end shows that it didn't. So, let's see, how could Neji have been better? Well, as a taste of my Naruto rewrite, Danzo doesn't just go to the Kage summon and get killed by Sasuke. Instead, with Tsunade out of action, Danzo tries to take power, and this leads to a Konoha civil war. Certain characters are on different sides. Neji, of course, doesn't like the idea of conforming to slavery, so he opposes Danzo. We could have gotten Naruto and Neji teaming up to stop those loyal to Danzo. Neji would vow that he wouldn't let what happened to him happen to anyone else. Naruto's claim of changing the Hyuga clan would be brought up here. In the war arc, which is different from what we actually got, there are smaller villages aligned with Obito against the bigger villages. Neji sympathizes with the smaller villages, but wants to protect his family. Neji is a big factor in turning the tide against Obito by convincing some of the smaller villages to lay down their arms because he understands them. Also, he doesn't die. No, somebody else dies, either Sai or Guy, or both, I don't know. In the dream world, Neji's dream is that his clan is free from persecution. Eventually, after the fighting is over, Naruto's crowned 6th Hokage, yes, 6th Hokage, not the 7th, because I hate Kakashi becoming Hokage. Naruto proceeds to do what he promised. He puts an end to the Hyuga clan's practices, and Hinata is now the leader of the Hyuga clan. How she gets there, I'll save that for her own video. She steps forward and has Neji come forward and tells him, "Neji, you are now free," and offers to let him run the Hyuga by her side. He agrees. Naruto smiles in satisfaction and walks away. Happy that the Hyuga clan has changed for the better. Well, that's all I have in mind for Neji Hyuga. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit that bell, like, and subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you want updates, follow me on Twitter or join my Discord, which are provided in the description below. See you next time.